Alright, if y'all didn't know, man, that is literally Pi'erre Bourne.
Yo, Pi'erre, you wanna come out here?
That is Pi'erre Bourne. First of all, man, let's talk about this artwork.
I am Pi'erre, where'd you find this?
That's about it, really, man. What the fuck? Hey, no, honestly, what? It's purple. Someone get me in the comment box below, man. Explain to me, what does the purple? I don't really understand what the purple means. Like, please. I really don't understand. So, the purple is my favorite color. If y'all didn't know, man, Gengar is one of my favorite Pokemon, if not my favorite Pokemon. So, I really just didn't get the art of this. I mean, is there supposed to be some kind of, like, meaning behind this? You know, does purple represent what he did at the beginning of his career? Is purple for lovers? Like, what is the purple? Because I really, like Pi'erre, get in the comments, man. Explain that to me. I ain't gonna lie, man. Look, at first, when I first listened to the album, I had countless things to say about the album. They were definitely negative. There wasn't really a positive thing for me to say, just because it kind of made me mad how he sounded so similar to Carti. And of course, if you guys are you know, fans of this channel, you guys know how I feel about Playboi Carti most of the time. It also reminded me a little Uzi Vert. You know, it just kind of just sounded like a direct steal from both artists. Not really anything original, and I was kind of just like, why do you guys really enjoy this? Not why you guys enjoy this. I understand why you guys enjoy this, but like, what is the appeal to Pi'erre Bourne as an artist? The production. Look, production by far is the highlight of this album. If you guys love production, if Pi'erre Bourne can do one thing, he can get on them goddamn beats and he can create some masterpieces that are definitely going to be very addictive. Those melodies are very catchy. They just keep you kind of just moving your head, and you just kind of just keep listening to the beat instead of what he's really saying. Kind of a page out of Carti's book where a lot of you fans love to just listen to the sounds of Carti, not really paying a bit of attention to anything Carti is saying. Now, with that being said, alright, I listened to the album a couple more times in my car. It was late night drives. I was driving around, you know, came from Chick-fil-A, cookies and cream milkshakes. You know, I'm just chilling. And I find myself finding different points in the album where I really enjoy. The one thing I want to highlight about the album, first of all, is...
Yo, Pi'erre, you want to come out here?
You know what? Let me just get that out of the way first. I love the way the album flowed. Let me get back to it. I love the way the album flowed, but I could not understand how many times I counted on one hand. Actually, not shit. Need about 20 hands. How many times this motherfucker said, "Go ahead, bro."
Yo, Pi'erre, you want to come out here?
Exactly. We get these words from Pi'erre. Yo, Pi'erre, you want to come out here? And I can't lie to you. For the last 2 to 3 days, that has been stuck in my mental. Hey, yo, Pi'erre, you want to come out here? Hey, yo, Pi'erre, you want to come out here? Hey, yo, Pi'erre, you want to come out here? Hey, yo, Pi'erre, you want to come out here? And we can't forget that either, man. You know, you know, I honestly, I think I'm going to use that in every YouTube video, because specifically that part, and don't forget, damn, where'd you find this, Pi'erre? Where I felt like was, I thought that was something that Lil Wayne used all the time, and I thought that was kind of just, you know, Lil Wayne shit. But apparently Pi'erre Bourne said, no, I got this, and I'm just gonna add Pi'erre to it, and it's gonna be the new shit. That was kind of just annoying, man, going all throughout the album. I really didn't enjoy that part. You do get over it as you listen to the album, but it's kind of just like, why did you need to say it so much? We understand the life of Pi'erre. Pi'erre, it's your shit. Pi'erre, it's your album. This is your shit. We understand that you have, I understand that you have to include that in your song at least once, but, you know, I think when you go 12 to 14 times the song, or it can get a little bit overboard, and it kind of just takes over the track. Now, I love the way the album flowed, man. Just the overall flow of the album was amazing from start to finish. If you listen to this project from start to finish, you kind of get like this endless playlist. You know, kind of what Drake did. I'm forgetting another artist that did. I think Vince Staples did it on FM, where it's kind of just a play, and you kind of just got to run it through each track. Metro Boomin also did it on his last project. Not All Heroes Wear Capes, where the last 30 seconds of the song is really the intro to the next song. So I kind of loved how Pi'erre did that. It gave the tracks a little bit of creativeness right there, and I think that, you know, not a lot of people, if you really kind of skip through the album, which I did the first time, I will admit that it gives, like, it just throws the flow off, and you're kind of just listening to out of place tracks. Now, my favorite tracks on here had to be from Ballad on to How High. I love the way that those 4 tracks just mesh well together. If there's one sound I could say that I love from Pi'erre, it's when he kind of slows it down, getting into his Sway Lee. Like I said, he has a lot of influence from Carti. Obviously, you know, they work together on a lot of projects, and you know, there's definitely some hints of Lil Uzi there as well, and you can hear it all throughout this project. Now, he's trying to find his sound. I know he's done other projects, but I feel like if he wants to be taken serious as a artist, not a producer, because as a producer, I'm not gonna look, as a producer, Pi'erre Bourne, I've said this. Just make a whole album with just Pi'erre Bourne production and I'll be fine with it. Kind of the same thing that Metro Boomin did. I would be perfectly fine for that. I've stated that in the past. Now, when he just starts to try to rap, though, that's just not for me, all right? Like, there's a lot of tracks on here that weren't for me. I caught myself listening to the sounds before I actually listened to the track. Man, if he would just stick to sounds like this, like,
Baby, you're my rock.
hey,
Baby, you're my rock.
hey,
Baby, you're my rock.
and then we get into tracks like that where it kind of just, you know, slowed down, and I feel like that's more of his lane. That's where he sounds great. You know, at the beginning of the review, you guys heard that was the slow ballad. That was my favorite track on here that was slow, man. That shit was fire as fuck. Then it speeds up towards the end where I'm just like, okay. And then we get into this track where I'm just like, and then I feel like I said, the cohesiveness of each track, man, was just amazing. From start to finish. Now, there's a lot of dumpster juice tracks on here. Do not get it confused. There was definitely a lot of dumpster juice tracks on here, but man, those 4 tracks in order are what, you know, kept me in this album. Ballad, Routine, Lovers, How High. Like, listen to Lovers, like.
Understand, I hear you every day. So much to think about, but you stay in my way. So much to think about, that's why.
Another outro where it just goes into the next track and it flows into the next track. That's something that I love. Hey, this nigga wasn't saying nothing, but this beat hard as fuck. I think another thing too is, like, when I asked on a couple of tracks where with Pi'erre Bourne, where I liked probably like 6 of these tracks on here, and you guys asked me, like, why do you like Pi'erre Bourne? How do you like Pi'erre Bourne if you don't like Carti? Just because I like a couple Pi'erre Bourne tracks does not mean I like Pi'erre Bourne as an artist overall. All right, there's just like I said, there's some tracks I like of Carti, and there's some tracks I like of Pi'erre Bourne. Now, this man Pi'erre Bourne speaks English. I think that's the one hit for me. He doesn't really have a baby voice, like y'all like to say. He doesn't speak Cartinese. He doesn't speak baby-glish, whatever y'all want to call it. He speaks pure English, and that's something I can really get down with. The message of the album too, man, where I was kind of paying attention to what he was saying, and like I said, where I said Pi'erre Bourne sounds better on these slower tracks, man, you just got to listen to it. I think that he's really heartbroken. If we really look at the big picture, man, there's a lot of tracks in here where, you know, on Ballad and Love, and he's really talking about, like, you know, this female and how she broke his heart, and how, you know, maybe it could have been different, you know, if he would have did this and that. And you just kind of listen to the words, and it's like, yo, Pi'erre Bourne, are you really hurt? Like, maybe this is really the life of Pi'erre Bourne, because there was another a skit where in the track where he was ordering food, and he was telling him, hold on, and then it kept saying, Pi'erre, hey, yo, Pi'erre, you want to come out here? So I thought that was kind of really funny how he used his ad-lib to kind of just play a role in the track. So I felt like if this were really stuck to the theme of the actual life of Pi'erre Bourne, and he's really going through some hardships, I thought that was pretty cool, man. Like I said, a lot of these beats were on fire. They definitely were the highlight of the album. Pi'erre Bourne as an artist, though, man, you are straight dumpster juice. Straight gooch sweat, but you definitely have some hits in here. I can see why a lot of people really love the vibe of this album. Look, to each their own, man. If you like it, you like it. Just go ahead and like it and enjoy it. Don't try to get mad because other people don't like it. I say music is what you like. It's all subjective at the end of the day, man. We are like what we like. And if you guys love this Pi'erre Bourne album, jam out to it. Go to your cars, turn it all the way up. I'm just saying, for me, man, there's a lot of tracks on here that just kind of just went by my head, and I just skipped. You know, reminded me of a name we won't say on this channel, even though I said it. about 4 times. At this point, I'm really indifferent to the album. You know, if y'all really wanted to ask me an honest opinion, it's not bad for what it is, but it also isn't good. So it's kind of just there for me. I have caught myself listening to, like I said, my favorite tracks on here, which were Ballad, Routine, Lovers, How High. There's also another track on here, which was Horoscopes. Horoscopes was another one that I really enjoyed. I think the track that really turned me off, though, was when I got to Double Mint.
Away from Walmart, you shop cars. Just me, my mama, yeah, and my pop.
Yeah, once I got to that Double Mint, man, I think that was definitely a very X for me. I was kind of just like, what the actual fuck am I listening to? I was kind of brought back down to earth and just, you know, realized that this is some pure dumpster. It's some good dumpster, man. It's definitely a different side. And look, I always say, man, you gotta experiment, you gotta try. I know this isn't Pi'erre's first attempt at being a rapper, and you gotta look at artists like Travis Scott, who produced a lot of Kanye shit, and you know, had that story where Kanye told him, you know, you should make music and see if it works for you. You got a good sound, and look where Travis Scott is now, years later. So I feel like, you know, as a you know, someone who's trying to make a difference in music, I'm not really trying to knock Pi'erre Bourne down, because he's, you know, he makes amazing beats. You know, he's already established himself as a producer, so why not just, you know, try to go into the next, you know, tier of music and be an artist. And I forgot to add, I know a lot of y'all probably just sitting there and y'all just like, oh, he doesn't even know. Obviously, we know that, yo, Pi'erre, you want to come out here? It's from the Jamie Foxx show. I remember that episode. That's kind of just around my time. You know, the Wayans brothers, Jamie Foxx show. We had, I forget what else we had back in the day. The Parkers, Monique Parker, and then the little Parker, I forget what her name was, Moesha. So they're talking about times where I used to have that. So I know where that's from. I know that Pi'erre line comes from there. It's just funny that Pi'erre's adopted that into his music. He's created a great ad lib, and it's just funny. A lot of people really don't know about the Jamie Foxx show, so I had to kind of just come back to the videos and name that. So get in the comments below, man. Let me know what was your favorite track. Let me know.
Yo, Pi'erre, you want to come out here?
Hey, yo, Pi'erre, you're gonna come out here? Hey, yo, Pi'erre. Hey, yo, Pi'erre. Hey, yo, Pi'erre. That shit is crazy, man. Hey, get in the comments below, man. Let me know what's your favorite tracks. Let me know what you dislike. Let me know what you liked about the album. Let me know if you are still have the album on repeat. Let me know if you guys think that Playboi Carti. Let me know if you guys think that Pi'erre Bourne can actually be the next big thing after Carti or after Uzi. Or he also reminded me of Lil Yachty. I didn't mention that as well. So get in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Don't forget, this is my opinion. Do not be too mad. Look, I didn't knock him too hard. I said the album was indifferent to me. It was cool, but it was bad. It was both. So yeah, man. Till the next time, it's me, boy Dev. We out. I don't do too much talking. I'm still talking. Peace.